What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to use a Japanese air conditioner step by step. So I'm going to walk you through all of the features, the buttons, I'm going to show you how to set your timer, and at the end I'm going to show you how to clean the filters on your machine. Let's get into it. Let's start right here on the left hand side. So here at the top, this says Unten. And Unten in this case is like mode. And what are your modes? Right here, we have Jido, which is automatic. Just beneath that, that says Reibo, which is your air conditioner or your cooler. Just beneath that, it says Dorai, or dry. And just beneath that, it says Danbo, which is heater. Let's look over here on the right hand side. On the top right, it says Furio, which means airflow, or like air strength. Think low, medium, and high. Just beneath that, it says Jido, which again means automatic. And just beneath that, Shizuka, which means quiet. So like a quiet mode or a silent mode. And here in the middle, that says Sette Ondo, which is your temperature setting. And in this case, my temperature is set at 25 degrees Celsius. For this particular air conditioner, these are probably the three most important buttons. So let's start with Ondo again, or temperature. And I can change my temperature settings by pressing the arrows up or down. And just beneath that, we have Unten and Teishi, which means operate or stop, or in this case, on and off. So I can press the button to turn my air conditioner on, or I can press it to turn it off. Let's look at these two buttons because they have similar functions. When I press the swing button, it allows the air from my air conditioner to flow in all directions throughout the room. And the button next to it says Fuko, which means wind direction. So if I want the air from my AC or from my heater to blow in a specific spot, I'll press this button. If I want it to blow everywhere, I'll press this one. And this button right here is the same kanji that's up here, and it says Furio, or air strength. And when I press this button, it cycles through my airflow options. So right now it's on automatic. I press again, quiet mode or Shizuka, low, medium, high. This button right here says Unten Kirikai, which means to change modes. So when I press this button, it's gonna cycle through all of the different modes on this air conditioner. So right now it's on Reibo, or the cooler mode. When I press it again, it goes to dry. When I press it again, it goes to Danbo, or my heater mode. And if I press again, it goes to automatic. Just a note about this air conditioner's auto mode, I can set it to be weak or strong. So right now, it says Hyojun, which means standard. But if I press the downward arrow, I can make it a bit weaker, and it goes all the way down to -5, or downward arrow 5. But if I press the other arrow upwards, we can go past that standard setting up to +5, which is the strongest setting. I never use this button, but it says Mariyaka Unten, and it's like a soft or light air conditioning. Might be really good when you sleep. This button says Risetto, and that means reset. So if you ever have any problems with your display, or you change your batteries, it's a good idea just to take something that has a point on it, and then you can just go in and press this button. And the button next to it says Tenken, which means inspection. And this is more the technical side of your air conditioner, but when you press this one, this helps you find out if there's something wrong with your machine, and you can see error codes, etc. If I want to use my timer, I can start by pressing either the ED or the KIDI button, on off. So if I press ED, I get that blinking 5.5, and that means 5.5 hours. And if you look a little closer, it says Jikango ED. If I press the KIDI button, that's the off mode. So I can toggle between on and off. So in this case, my air conditioner is set to turn on in 5.5 hours. And I can change that number just by holding down that button. And I can set it for up to 12 hours. If we did it with KIDI, exact same thing. So this says that my air conditioner is set to turn off in a half hour. And again, I can set that for up to 12 hours. And once you've chosen the time that you want, you can click this Yoyaku Kakunin button to set things. and you'll get that beep. And if we wait for just a moment, yeah, it'll go back to its normal setting. But if you look closely, you see that 80 button. That means that my air conditioner is now set to turn on in 5.5 hours from now. And if you do something that you don't want to or set a time that you don't want, just press this Torikeshi button to get back to normal. So if you mess up anything with your timer, that's your fix. Your air conditioner may be a little bit different from mine, but that's okay. A lot of these functions and features are going to be the same between Japanese air conditioners. And if you're ever wondering how your air conditioner works, look at the bottom or somewhere on your remote control and look for your model number. And if you type this into Google, you should be able to find a PDF with an instruction manual. How do you know if your air filters are dirty? My air conditioner lets me know when the operation light or the Unten light starts flashing. It also lets me know when my filters are really dirty when I start seeing alternating lights between the operation light and the cleaning light. Let's clean these air filters. My air conditioner is fairly simple. I can just lift up the front lid, and then I can unlatch the filters themselves by lifting up and just pulling down. Your AC may be a little different, but it's important to know how your filters work. And please clean your air filters regularly so they don't end up looking like this. I start off by wiping down the unit with a damp cloth, and if it's really bad in there, I might use a very mild cleaning solution, because you gotta remember, air that you breathe is gonna be filtering through this thing. And I'll sometimes use Q-tips to reach those places where my wet cloth can't reach. I haven't even touched the filters yet. All the dust you see right here is straight from the unit itself. The instruction manual for this Toshiba air conditioner advises me not to use alcohol or anything like that when cleaning these, so I don't damage the air filters. So I just use water and carefully wipe them down. Ugh, look at all that. I slide my air filters back into position, close the lid on my air conditioner, and it's ready to use now with no more blinking lights or indicators. Alright gang, that'll do it. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please make sure to give this video a like and share it with somebody who needs it. Because I know when I first got here, these Japanese air conditioner remotes were pretty confusing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. And one last tip, usually on the back of your remote, you'll see this little hole that kind of looks like a thermometer, and you use that hole to mount your remote control on your wall. So if you just put a simple screw on your wall, it's very easy just to hang your remote on that screw. And that way you don't end up having to hunt for your remote control all the time.